Humans and chimps share 98.8% of their DNA. They are our closest relatives, and we share more DNA with them than any other great ape. Researchers have just announced that an all-out tour has been observed between a group of chimpanzees and gorillas. Something that's quite surprising is these two groups have never been seen doing this before. It's a first, and something that researchers have said is that it's really sad. The incident happened in the Luangwa National Park back in 2019, with the study going on to report that it happened more than once. Those who were close by when it happened reported that it was the chimpanzees who first attacked, saying that they outnumbered the gorillas. Researchers who gathered data from the attack said that it was strange that this happened, and that they're working to get to the bottom of why both the chimps and gorillas were much more aggressive than normal. Both times an infant gorilla passed away due to injuries. A new study that's looking at the fighting between the two is being carried out by researchers who are on the scene, with them saying that although the aggression is strange, and that it hasn't been seen before, they have some theories for why this may have happened, which include the two groups being territorial, or competing for food sources. Tobias Denscher from the Max Planck Institute for Evolutionary Anthropology in Germany said the following: "Our observations provide the first evidence that the presence of chimpanzees can have a lethal impact on gorillas. We now want to investigate the factors triggering these surprisingly aggressive interactions." End quote. We are constantly learning more and more about chimpanzees, but one thing that researchers have noticed is that when pushed they can be very aggressive, and will even take on humans if they stand in their way. This has been demonstrated in areas around Uganda, which are losing their habitat, and some wildlife experts have said that the chimpanzees know who is responsible. They've observed humans pulling down the local forests, and they've said that it's angered the chimps so much that they've decided to spark a conflict between humans and apes. The researchers observing the chimps have said that it's almost as if they've had enough, and that they've been observed watching humans from a distance while they tear down the forest. One of the first incidents was recorded when the chimps were seen near the forest and heading towards the nearby crops. Due to their habitat loss, the chimps were able to come much closer to the edge of the forest and see where the humans would return. Scouts were then said to follow some of the humans back, and this is where they found the nearby crops. Once they found this, the group was called in and they started to raid the area. The group were able to take plenty of crops for themselves, and even attacked the humans. This bold move was successful, and it only gave the chimps more confidence. This, along with other traits, has made experts put forward the theory that chimps won't back down from a conflict, especially if they know that they're getting something out of it. The incident in Luangwa happened back in February of 2019, and it involved a group of 18 chimpanzees and 5 gorillas. The incident happened when the two were passing into each other's territories, with the battle lasting just under an hour. The next meeting between the two groups happened in December 2019, and it lasted an hour and 20 minutes. This happened because a chimpanzee encountered a gorilla while it was doing a border patrol. Those who witnessed the event said that because the chimps outnumbered the gorillas, they were able to separate an adult female gorilla from its infant, which eventually led to it losing its life. The other gorillas were able to retreat, but it's noted that the chimpanzees did also sustain various injuries. The wildlife experts said it was sad to see the two groups fight, and that as of right now they're working to better understand what could have caused this encounter to escalate. Tobias said the following: "It could be that sharing of food resources by chimpanzees, gorillas and forest elephants in the Luangwa National Park resulted in increased competition, and sometimes even in lethal interactions between the two great ape species." Simon Picker from Germany said the following: "We are only at the beginning to understand the effects of the competition on interactions between the two great ape species. Our study shows that there is still a lot to explore and discover about our closest living relatives, and that Luangwa National Park with its unique mosaic habitat is a unique place to do so." End quote. The research on the two groups was published in scientific reports. The battle between a silverback gorilla and a chimpanzee would normally go one way, and that would be in favour of the large silverback gorilla. Gorillas are also the world's largest primates, but working out how strong they are is difficult. Many sites report that a gorilla can lift from 4 to 30 tons their body weight, but wildlife experts have said this number is closer to 10 to 15 tons their body weight. They also have one of the strongest bite forces in the animal kingdom, but this doesn't come down to their teeth, but rather the massive neck muscles. The average weight of a gorilla is 140 kilograms, but they can weigh up to 267. When compared to that of an adult lion, it's estimated that a silverback gorilla is over 4 times as strong. Its bite force is also twice that of a lion's. The difference between a chimpanzee and a gorilla is that the much larger gorilla is actually much more calm, and the chimp is much more unpredictable. Gorillas have shown great sophistication when they're in the wild, but chimps seem to be more intelligent. The researchers have said that it's likely that this battle in the Luangwa National Park will continue all the time the two groups are encountering each other. So what do you make of this battle? Be sure to leave your questions and answers in the comment section below, and help us to grow this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.